Knee pain while hiking is the worst. It's an easy way to turn a beautiful day out into an absolute nightmare. And unfortunately, it's an incredibly common issue for both hikers and trekkers. And in fact, about 75% of trekkers I talk to on a daily basis report some type of knee pain while they're hiking. And if you've ever experienced this type of pain, chances are you've done a little bit of research on how to stop it. And then more than likely, you've come across the same advice that I did. Things like use a knee brace, get some orthotics, tape up your knee. And while these things can help in the short term, they don't do anything to fix the underlying issues that's actually causing you the pain. And so the second that you stop using these things, the pain just comes right back and you're just stuck in this never-ending loop. So that's what this video is about today, to give you some clear and actionable steps to help you fix the actual underlying issues that are causing you knee pain while you're hiking. So you can get on the trail and be confident, comfortable, and hike completely pain-free. Step one, you want to mobilize. Now, a really short anatomy lesson here. So in general, the major joints in your body want to be one of two things. They either want to be mobile or they want to be stable. Now, in particular, your knee joint, it wants to be stable. And aside from its usual flexing and extending, it doesn't really want a huge amount of motion through that joint. Alternatively, both your ankle and your hip joints, they want to be mobile. But unfortunately, for a number of reasons, these joints just can get really, really tight. Now, for your ankle joint, that'll happen from things like running, from being a bit overweight, or particular types of footwear. From your hips, it's mainly from just sitting down all day. And the issue here is that when these joints are tight, if the body's trying to find movement and can't find it in these joints initially, it'll create movement in other joints. And in particular, it'll allow more movement throughout the knee. And this is really important to understand because this is one of the major contributors to knee pain while hiking. So what's the solution here? Well, if your ankles or hips are tight, then you need to mobilize them. And this is best done through a combination of foam rolling to release the muscles, regular stretching to lengthen the muscles, and then specific warm-up routines to properly prepare these muscles for exercise before you either go to the gym or hit the trail. Step number two is you need to strengthen. Now, traditionally, weights has been overlooked by trekkers all around the world. And there's plenty of myths of strength training that just do not seem to go away. Things like weights will make me bulky or weights are bad for my joints are things that I hear every single day. But the simple fact is, a well thought out and structured strength training program is the single best thing you can do to help prevent your knee pain while you're hiking. Now, this is simply because if you strengthen and stabilize the muscles that support the joint, then you just take a lot of the pressure that goes directly into your knee while you're hiking. So in particular, you want to strengthen up your glutes, which are your bum muscles. Now, for so many people, these are just not strong enough, but they're so essential for stabilizing the knee. Now, great exercises here include mini band walks, glute bridges, and hip thrusts. Secondly, you want to be strengthening up your quads, which is the front of your thigh, particularly the vastus medialis, which is the teardrop-shaped muscle on the innermost part of your quads. Now, great exercises here include step downs, squats, and lunges. And third is your hamstrings, which is the back of your thighs. These are often neglected, but again, they're so important for helping out your knee. Great exercises here include Romanian deadlifts, single leg deadlifts, and Swiss ball leg curls. And then step number three is use trekking poles. Now, while there are no magic pills when it comes to preventing your knee pain, trekking poles are about as close as you can get. And in my eyes, they are literally a trekker's best friend. Now, this is because they can reduce the forces in your knee by up to 30% while you're walking downhill, which is absolutely huge. They can also improve your movement economy, which means you'll have reduced fatigue, and so the stabilizing and surrounding muscles for your knee won't get quite as tired. And finally, they'll improve your balance and stability, so it'll reduce your chances of slips, falls, and stumbles, which can often aggravate the pain in your knees even more. So if you've ever experienced even the slightest bit of knee pain while you're hiking, trekking poles are an absolute must. So there you go. 3 simple steps to help prevent knee pain while hiking. And while these things can never completely reduce the incidence of knee pain, they'll give you the very best chance of a comfortable, enjoyable, and successful hike. And if you enjoyed that video and you want to see more, please subscribe to my channel below and don't miss out on anything in the future.